Name is Romaric. My group members are called Achu Simon, Ayuk Rawlings, and Kamgwan. Our group is focusing on drug abuse in Cameroon, and our question is, why is the rate of drug abuse in Cameroon high? Many people nowadays are dealing in the consumption of drugs, and as you know, drugs are not good for the system to consume. In Cameroon, about 7% of the population is dealing with drugs. It is so much that I and my colleagues decided to research on drug abuse and tell them the effects of drugs. And a drug consumer will never be in good health. Now, my colleagues are going to interview the doctor to see what he knows about drug abuse. Thank you and see you soon.
What forms of drugs are you practicing?
I think what we see is probably very different from what you had in mind. Because when people ask us about drug abuse, it's always things like taking a lot of painkillers or a lot of relaxants, things like that. But for us, we see a lot of people coming in, and the type of drug abuse is more like they're just taking the drugs that, they don't know what it's for, but they believe that it will make them better, so they are taking it. So they don't really know what the drug is for, and they are just taking it. So that is the type of drug abuse that we see the most in our clinic.
What are the signs and symptoms which the drug consumer face during consumption?
I think for every case it's different, and sometimes it can be hard to tell because some people are very good at hiding it. But if you are addicted to a drug and you feel the need to constantly take the drug, and then you stop for a long period of time, you go through something called withdrawals. It's where your body actually feels the need to be on that drug, and that can have lots of signs and symptoms. Your body can go into shock, and you can have shaking or fever or
Sweating,
yeah,
and your heart is beating very, very fast.
because your body gets addicted to it.
What are some forms of preventing the drug?
I think that there should be more regulation on drug.
And I know for in the private sector, like for a private institution, what are you going to do?
In, say, like family-wise, a lot of times, here it's very it's such a wonderful culture. Like, it's very community-based, and you can talk to your neighbors and things like that. And sometimes they'll be like, okay, well, I went to consult for this problem, and I had stomach pains, now I don't anymore. And you're also having stomach pains, but here, let me give you this drug. I think that if you are having problems, you should consult the doctor. You should be consulting the doctor yourself instead of taking drugs from other people.
There are some things for that. Why do you think people practice the drug? They do drugs of drug abuse if they do this?
A lot of times it's like instant gratification. Sometimes it's like that.
Sometimes they are just curious. Their friends are doing drugs. They want to try it. They try it once. Maybe they like it. They try again. And slowly, over time, they keep doing it. They get addicted. And then they cannot stop. It's a very destructive cycle. So that's why you should not try it at all the first time, because it leads you down a path where you keep doing drugs.
Marcus, do you have any other advice to give parents?
I think it's important to know what you believe and to know where you stand. Because even your friends might tell you, I do drugs, but I'm not addicted. Because it's very hard for someone to believe that they're addicted. And you might see them and say they don't look addicted, or it's not harming them. And it will make you, or it could make somebody curious to try that. But it's important to know where you stand, regardless of what your friends might tell you, because everybody will experience drugs through their friends or see it in some form or another in their life. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Rawlings, and I'd like to thank you for watching this interview. And I'd also like to thank the doctor for receiving us here today.
So, dear public, if you have any illness resulting from drug abuse, I would like to advise you to visit the 7 Days Adventist Hospital, situated beside Salvation Pharmacy. On the other hand, you can visit us at our website www.drugabuseincameroon.wordpress.com. So, thanks for watching.
En l'air au septième, il te comble, te plaît, te rend heureux. Il t'attrape et te ferme les yeux.